Morning, everybody. So let's have a look at the Dow Jones for this morning and see if we can see any trade setups. So I am still sitting long from yesterday, and we'll get into that on the 1 hour time frame. Um, yeah, what can I say? The Dow's really just not getting any traction. Just when you think you're getting moving, it throws you a curveball and doesn't do anything. So the first thing is the weekly um, tekan-sen, which has flattened out, and again, it is holding up price and offering a lot of resistance. There's nothing else here on the weekly. There's no other levels on the weekly that I'm too particularly concerned about, except for the weekly tekan-sen. So if we look at the daily, you see how we're bouncing off the 200 here, but we're really not bouncing very far. We get 1-2 days, and then immediately there's no continuation. We hit the top of the cloud and we hesitate. Okay. Now, there are two really great bullish signals here. So that's the first one. Cisco has broken through price. And the second one is this crossover here. And you can see how it's starting to slowly point to the upside. So tekan-sen and kijun-sen are both slowly pointing to the upside. Okay. But there are some concerning factors here, and I will get into them now. Let's get rid of that and delete that. So I just want to get down to a lower time frame so we can see basically what's happening. Okay, so yesterday we'd broken through the cloud, which was a bullish signal, right? So let's just label them. So we had this bullish signal here with Cisco that had broken through the price and the cloud. Okay. We also had that crossover there, and we had a twist. So it's 1, 2, 3. That's 3 bullish signals, and we broke out of this range. Let's just draw that range in. I'm going to just draw it to that level. So we've broken that range, and at which point I went long. We've broken the range, and I was expecting us to at least get up to that level there. Okay. Which was kind of not to be, although we are still in the trade, and my stop, if you read in the comments yesterday, was sitting here. So I am still in the trade. My stop is still pretty well protected. And it is, my stop is, the reason my stop is here, it's the previous low, but it's also below the cloud. This was the level of the cloud, so I'm below the cloud, and it was the safest area. Okay. So currently we in a slight little drawdown, but nothing too serious to worry about. So we'll just going to hold that for now and see what happens. So I said there's a couple of concerning factors. So we have these bullish signals, which let me leave them in. So we've got these bullish signals, which is great. Okay, we have not had a crossover of any of the EMAs. So 200, 100, 50. Not one of them have crossed over yet. And we kind of didn't hit this level. So you see how that was a previous swing high and we fell short. Okay, we hit the first one. So we hit this previous swing high, and immediately the seller stepped in and pushed this down. So the concerning factor for me is I know that this next level at 24,504 is the one that's going to be targeted next. So we will get to the top. But so there's a little bit of quite a bit of resistance sitting here. And obviously the weekly tekan-sen is not helping us at all. The other thing is that you can see how kijun-sen is flat, and tekan-sen is so far away at the moment in the 4 hour that it's scary. So this here gives me reason for concern. Okay, I'm going to come down to the 4 hour. So for now, I'll stay in this trade. Yeah, it's I don't know what to say. I would have expected a challenge of this level, a pullback, and then a move to the upside. But we kind of hit the range break target. Just put that in there. Come down to the hour. So you see how we broke this range and we hit the range break target and immediately came back to test, and then we broke the downside. Okay, so on the hour perspective, we have now had a bearish crossover. Okay, you can see how Cisco has come into price, which is not a very good sign, because if it breaks the downside, then we have the second bearish signal. The only thing that is positive is the thickness of the cloud. So the thickness of the cloud indicates that there's a lot of resistance to the downside. So it's the probability of it breaking and falling through the cloud is not very high. So yes, I think for now I'll just keep my trade in and see if we can attack this level again and break through. And more than likely probably take profit here and see if there's a short scalp at this level. I'll go back to the 4 hour just to make sure that we have the right level. Now you see, the problem is I don't see anything else that really indicates that that is a massive level. So we've got quite a bit happening, but nothing exactly at that level. So yes, I think from a 4 hour perspective, we definitely have broken to the upside, and it is, if I line that up like that and copy that, there's not really anything there. So yes, I think I'm not going to put any extra trades in here unless we break this level convincingly. Then I'll leave this trade that we have in at the moment and just let it run. But for now, again, just have to wait and see what Europe does and see what the US Open does. And I'm kind of in two minds as to whether we are going to break through here or if it's going to get rejected. And if it gets rejected again, then you can expect another retest of the 200 EMA. And there's no diversions. Well, there's double top. So there's no real diversions here. The trick is to see whether we break through the high of yesterday. If we can get above the high of yesterday today, then you can expect us to tackle each one of these levels. So that one, and then that one, which will be top of the cloud before I would suspect we'll pull down again. So for now, I think I'll just sit on my hands with the trade that I've got in, which is long. And it was long on this range break here. And let's just see how that plays out. If we break below, well, yeah, I think I'll just leave the stop in. So if this pin bar, if we lose this pin bar here, then you can expect more downside, and you can probably expect it to run to the 200 there, bottom of cloud here, which is a previous breakout area. So that's where we are with the Dow. Yeah, I'll post some more comments on the video closer to the open. Anyway, hope it helps, guys, and I'll catch you later.